Hey everybody, once again, Kevin here from the Chord Progression Podcast doing yet another Friday reaction video. Last week, we did one of the songs from the brand new Voice of Baceprot album, Retas, and today, we've got one more coming your way.
Uno más. One more.
Kawani is going to be up for us to react to, so let's take a listen before they come over to the United States and rip a couple of shows through here for their first ever US tour. Before we get started though, make sure you hit that like button right down here. Make sure you also hit the subscribe button right over here to be notified when we release episodes with the Chord Progression Podcast, interviewing some of the best bands in rock and metal, some of the best upcoming bands every single Tuesday and Thursday, clips throughout the week, and of course these Friday reaction videos. We also interviewed Voice of Baceprot where they announced the US tour on our podcast. Link in the description below for you to check out the whole episode, and there's gonna be a card up here somewhere for you guys to check that out too. So without further ado, let's get to it.
You are the best.
Okay, this is already an interesting start. Ooh! I was expecting them more upbeat, but we're getting kind of sludgy on this. Again, a new mix from the girls I was not expecting. I'm loving them double kicks. Ooh, no, that's some classy stuff. That's some classic guitar riff, and I love the fills too. I'm loving these fills. Ooh! I mean, we're kind of getting into this. I'm still wondering if vocals are going to pop in at any point in time now. So, we'll wait and see. When did this bass riff come into play? We're just going through the emotions here. This is like some 70s groove rock with a great sounding guitar over it. Shredding jam. Sorry for the face. I make weird faces. Get a little bit of the heavier side now. Even though this has been an instrumental track so far, they're going through a lot of different styles and mixing together, really showing a lot of what they're able to do. Again, where the heck did this come from? The technical sound of this is fantastic. Now we get chuggy. Like the broken up chugs. Really working with it, a different kind of metal, working in 70s groove as well, some funk in there. There's a lot going on in this instrumental track. Oh, dear Lord. Built something big! This track is really interesting already. I've already got some big thoughts on this. The dynamics and the drumming throughout this whole entire track have been consistently outstanding. This might be like the Voice of Baceprot version or inspiration from like YYZ or YYZ, whatever your preference of calling it, by Rush. Like the tone of the guitar here, especially at the end, makes it feel like I was playing YYZ by Rush on Guitar Hero 2 once again. Kind of missed that game. They should put this on like a, Guitar Hero mod. Was not expecting a full instrumental track, but that's what we got. Now let's talk about it. All right, so that was Kawani by the ladies in Voice of Baceprot, and I was not expecting to be an instrumental track. Now, when it comes to me normally with instrumental tracks, I tend to stay a little bit further away from them just because when I'm listening to music, the vocals have a huge piece in it for really amplifying whatever the groove is, whatever the sound is. It ends up bringing a lot of it more together and makes it a lot more connective to my mind as a whole. However, you know, there are instrumental tracks I like I mentioned, YYZ or YYZ, whichever one you prefer calling it, by Rush at the end. And it really reminded me a lot of that. What this track really does show, especially from the Voice of Baceprot style, is really the ability that these girls have to blend so many different styles in there. We heard some of those, you know, the metal chugs. We heard some of the thrash sounds in there as well. Some of the influences in classic metal. We heard some of the influences in funk with some of those bass riffs that came in that were isolated that you really heard. We heard the groove from the 70s that was also inspired and put in here as well. The drumming, I still can't believe that, you know, we're talking about drumming here. When we had them on the podcast, we talked about, you know, they don't even have their own drum kit. It's like they don't even own one. It's like, are you kidding me? And this is what's coming out of it. The double kicks on this were crisp, fantastic. The dynamics between the patterns on this drumming just blew my mind in the end. I really don't know where to go with it. And then the guitar work, the solos that were over the top, especially over the top of some of those bass riffs, when they really went in the higher, like shredding kind of style and really kind of waned around there, it really stood out to the fact that what we're seeing here from Voice of Baceprot is we're seeing that they're able to do so much more. What this track does is really inspire hope going forward with these girls in terms of their music. We see the ability that they have. We see the ability they have overall and the good music they're already creating. And now when it comes to a debut album, like we see with Retas, it's a good album. It shows a lot of quality, but also shows so much promise going forward to what could be coming next. It shows that these girls are continuing to grow as musicians, grow as songwriters, and when it comes to blending so many styles together, they have the ability to do just that and then some. So this is good, but I'm even more excited to see what comes next given what we're seeing here. I want to thank you guys for watching this reaction. Again, if you like it, hit the like button right down here. If you want to subscribe to the podcast, subscribe button right down here. We release episodes every single Tuesday and Thursday for interviews with some of the best rock and metal bands out there, and of course some of the best rock and metal bands coming up. This week, or this previous week I should say, we interviewed LJ from Seven Dust and Matt from Casket, so go check those out. If you want to check out our full episode with Voice of Baceprot from the end of May 2023, go link strip to the podcast. It will be down there for you. We also have other reaction videos with Voice of Baceprot as well with their music, so go check them out down below as well. And I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you're going to be going to any of the shows that they're playing in the United States in August of 2023. If you're going to the Chicago show, come and find me. Milwaukee Brewers hat guy at the pit. Come say hi. Let's have a blast. Let's have fun together. All right, guys. This is Kevin. I'm out.